It's time to explore a new cluster of galaxies. I'm Bridget Carey, and this is your CNET update. In the universe of smartphones, there are many galaxies. Well, Samsung galaxies, that is. The top model is the Galaxy S5, but Samsung likes to make many versions for all sorts of price points. And now we have more spin-offs. There's the Galaxy Core 2, the Galaxy Star 2, the Galaxy Young 2, and the Galaxy Ace 4, but in the UK it's called the Trend 2. Now each have smaller displays and less powerful processors than the flagship model, but they do all run the latest version of Android. That's 4.4, nicknamed KitKat. There's no word when these new ones will go on sale, or if they'll all come to the US, or what they will cost, but Samsung preaches that these models will be more affordable. Now, Samsung does love to keep pumping out phones. Just last week, Sprint announced that it would be the exclusive seller of the Galaxy S5 Sport, which is a little more fitness-focused and rugged than the S5. And if that wasn't enough, Samsung also has the Galaxy S5 Mini, and that's similar to the main model, but the screen is 4.5 inches, so it's a bit smaller. Or perhaps you'd call it a more traditional screen size, because these phones keep getting bigger every year. The Mini has the same design. It's also water and dust resistant. It has a fingerprint scanner, heart rate monitor, and it works with all those new accessories like the Gear Fit. But the display, the processor, the camera, memory, and storage, they're all slightly downgraded. It'll come out first in Russia in early July, and it's going to roll out globally soon after. No price was announced, but it'll likely be the same as last year's Galaxy S4 Mini, which was sold for $100 with a contract. Now, if you're looking for an Android phone that's different from the bunch, how about one that's really off the grid? Blackphone is a privacy-focused smartphone, and it was created to avoid typical tracking and surveillance methods that are used by hackers and government groups like the National Security Agency. The first Blackphones have begun shipping to customers that paid $630 for the unsubsidized models. It runs on a modified Android operating system called Private OS. It has built-in support for encrypting voice calls, video calls, and text messages. It doesn't allow Wi-Fi hotspots to identify personal information. And there's an extra security menu that lets you control application permissions. It can also help you browse the web anonymously. Now, it's got the hardware chops you need with a 4.7-inch HD screen, a high-end processor with 16 gigs of internal storage. The company will reopen orders for the phone on July 14th. That's your tech news update. You can always get more details at CNET.com. From our studios in New York, I'm Bridget Carey.